Welcome to Introverse.
Move right on into it. How was everyone's 2 weeks off?
It was great.
Nice.
I mean, I've been off for a while because I'm subbing for Rōbi, you know. So
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, he went out for milk, and I haven't seen him yet.
Wow.
Thought it was
I hate
strange
when
though
that
because he doesn't drink
happens.
dairy.
Right. Yeah. Well, maybe that's what happened.
Yeah.
He went out to get the milk and, took a sip before he got home.
Yep.
It's always a mistake.
Oh, I had a show in Colombia.
Yeah, that was it.
So it's an hour south of here.
How'd it go?
And I'd say, I'm glad I did it. And I was able to play a bunch of songs that I wrote.
Nice.
Or remixed. And that was a lot of fun.
Good. Awesome. Good deal. You had a nice show out?
There was no, I'd say 8 to 10 people were there.
Okay. So intimate.
One of them, I sold 2 CDs, and one woman tipped me $45 because she liked my glasses.
Oh, awesome!
Yep.
And so that's where I'm at.
Booyah!
In my artistic career.
Nice.
You're
starting a regular gig tonight, right? Every Thursday?
Yes, I am DJing tonight.
Yeah.
And it's starting.
Where's that going to be at?
Just here in Nashville, Inglewood Lounge.
Okay.
So I'm excited to do that.
Yeah.
When we finish talking, I will pack up immediately.
Yeah.
Roll on over there.
I was checking them out on Instagram. It looks like a cool spot. I'd hang it.
It's very vibey.
Yeah.
It's a lot of vegetation in there.
When you say it's very veggie, it's like there's plants?
Just plants everywhere. There's plants everywhere.
Not your typical night.
I think I feel like people should film a podcast there. That's what.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of background scenery there.
Yeah. A lot of
great for social media.
Yeah.
We should have left a little earlier and you could have filmed from there.
Right. Yeah.
Well, it would sound horrible. I admit that it would. I wouldn't be able to control what sound comes in.
Yeah.
So, and it's not well lit, but the vegetation is there.
Yeah.
The background.
That's cool.
You said you checked it out. What did you see?
No, it just looked like a cool spot. I didn't see any vegetation, but I wasn't looking for it.
Oh,
if I go back and look at the pictures, then I'd be like, oh, wow, yeah, there are plants in the background.
Because there's just lots of plants. Mm-hmm. Everywhere I look, there's just green leaves like hanging on, like just hanging around.
Yeah, I like the green. That was one thing when I moved out here to Tampa, which is weird because Louisiana's green.
It's a different green.
It's a different green.
That's what I keep trying to tell.
It's so green here.
Yeah.
This
green sucks in Louisiana.
Yeah, it's
Louisiana, but
it's a lot of browns and blacks mixed in with the green.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't think of Louisiana as green at all.
Yeah.
I think everything south of Tennessee is I think of a more brown now that we're talking about.
Yeah, a lot of browns and blacks mixed in with greens.
But Florida's greener because it's La Florida, it's also flowers and
tropical and
What is La Florida? What is that?
That's the Florida. That's what the conquistadors.
It's French for Florida.
It's actually Spanish. Because I actually grew up in Florida, so I took Florida history. So I know how to pronounce all that stuff. Like
where at in Florida?
I grew up near Jacksonville.
Okay, so up north.
Yeah, in the Panhandle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that their hockey team doing really well?
I don't know. I didn't even realize they had a hockey team.
Did they win? Is it Jacksonville? Jaguars?
Jaguars are football.
Football? Yeah.
Jaguars.
We'll cut all that. Britt doesn't know sports.
Dustin's going to keep that.
Yeah.
Florida has the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Miami Dolphins, and maybe another one I can't think of.
That's football. We got 3 football teams. We got 2 baseball teams. We got Tampa Rays.
The Florida Marlins, right?
And the Florida Marlins, which is in Miami. And we have 2 hockey teams, the Tampa Lightning and then Jacksonville.
There might be one there.
I don't know.
I haven't lived there since I was 18, so I don't know.
Let's see.
Teams have moved around since my NHL
Panthers.
My NHL video game days.
It's the Panthers.
That's how I learn all my teams. Yeah. Panthers?
I
don't know who they play for.
Yeah.
Is it just the Florida Panthers?
It's I think it's Jacksonville.
Are they in a city? Okay.
Jacksonville.
Let's see. Oh, is someone Googling? Are you?
I am.
Yeah. You just looked
He's
away.
He's got the research face on. Like there's a certain face.
Right. That's research face. Yeah. That is research.
That's my research face. It says Sunrise, Florida. I don't know where that's at.
I don't either.
Oh, y'all are the natives.
Yeah, well, not really.
I'm not really a native though. I mean, I lived there
a couple years and
for a long time.
Hockey's not really. I do want to start going to some Lightning games, which is weird. Like Florida's very hot, and we have like the 2 best hockey teams. But yeah, the Lightning's very popular here. They might be more popular than the Buccaneers.
The Predators are popular here in Nashville.
Yes, so that's like a minor league hockey team, right?
No, sir. They're in
NHL. Okay, I don't know why I thought they were minor league because I don't know anything about hockey, which we've established.
Okay, all right.
But I remember when we went to Nashville, we walked by the stadium, which was pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's a major league stadium.
Yeah,
look at that.
What a coincidence!
It's right there on Broadway, right?
Yes, it is.
With all the action.
That's all I know about.
Yeah.
That's all I know about the Predators.
Yeah. I remember walking by that, and when you're walking down Broadway, all you hear is Taylor Swift everywhere. At least when I went, it was because it's a very Bourbon Street vibe. A lot of bars and stuff like that.
Most tourists think they're going to run into her here.
Yeah.
They come
I was disappointed I didn't. Yeah.
Well, I don't know where she actually lives.
I think she lives on that airplane.
Yeah, she's always flying around.
That's getting all the harassment for using all the oil because she travels just 1 million shows a year.
If we say her name on the podcast, will all of her people appear? Will her fans
It depends.
appear?
If we say good things about her, no one will listen to us. If we say bad things, we'll get flamed. But we'll get a lot of listens. So it's controversial. People like controversy.
Conundrum.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a paradox.
We're in.
Yeah. I'll get down to some Taylor Swift every now and then.
I do like tall women. If we're going to
continue, is she tall?
If we're going to continue the thread of
is she tall?
Greg's perfect woman.
Me objectifying women every episode.
But is she tall? How tall is she?
I think she's 5'11" or 6.
Oh, no way.
I think she's actually tall.
All right, research face.
Okay, you're gonna research it?
Yeah.
So, Greg, how tall do your women have to be?
Yeah. There is no have to be.
Oh, she's 5'11".
Okay, yeah. I'm into it. Wow. I'm into that myself.
Yeah, me too. Because I'm 6'2". I'd like a really tall woman.
Okay,
6'2".
I'm 5'11".
You're 5'11". Okay, so you want somebody to be equal height.
Equal height. I would love equal height.
Equal height, maybe 1 inch, maybe 1 inch shorter, but I like equal height or taller, 6'4", 6'5". Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, there's a really famous TikToker. Don't ask me how I know. I've never seen her ever, but there's a famous TikTok woman that's super tall, and she posts
tallest woman.
A lot of videos. I don't know her name. I actually don't know her name.
Yeah,
but I have seen it.
Rumisi Gelji of Turkey.
It goes up on my For You.
In 2021, she was 7 feet tall.
A 7 foot tall woman?
Yep, from Turkey.
7 might be too much unless I were inspired.
Yeah, you'd have to be inspired.
I tried to approach a tall woman on the dance floor once, and she no one else would do it. And so we had a fun evening.
Yeah.
This was
I imagine.
This was years ago.
Yeah.
This was a couple of years.
Now, did she take the lead, or did you in the dancing, or like was it equal?
We were
You're
freestyling.
freestyling.
It was equal.
Okay.
It was equal.
Oh, she just got booted.
Yes. That's for asking that question.
Yeah.
That's why.
Here she goes.
I can still hear you.
That's what happened. But yeah, I was the only one willing to risk looking up, just looking up, just like, hey.
Well, because the challenge with tall women, from what I hear, is finding a man that isn't shorter than them. You know,
that is something that they deal with, I believe.
So on the flip side, it's hard being a short guy, I would imagine.
I think it is. You know, I feel some days I feel short, and some days I feel tall.
Yeah.
You know, I'm right in that good.
You're in the sweet spot.
I do feel that.
Yeah.
I do feel like I'm in a sweet spot.
Do I need to let her in or something?
Well, her mic's off, so I don't know if she can hear this.
I can hear everything.
You got to turn your mic on.
I can hear.
We can't see you at all.
You can't see me.
You got to turn all your stuff on.
Yeah, it looks like she's trying to talk.
I'm on.
Yeah, I see
things happening.
Vibrating. Yeah.
Let me go out and get back in.
Well, I'm rooting for her to return. Mm-hmm. You got to... trying again. Here we go. Well, cool, man. We are chatting it up.
Any plans for the summer?
The summer.
Yeah, I know. We're adults now. We don't do that. Rōbi had an idea of talking about vacations, and I got nothing to talk about. There she is. Welcome back.
Hey.
We are.
Yeah.
How tall are you, Holly?
Welcome back.
I'm 5'6".
How tall is Dustin?
He says he's 5'8", but I don't know if that's true.
He's taller than you, though, right?
Y'all seem to be the same height.
Yeah. It seems like we are the same height. I don't know. He wants to be taller than me, so I let him think that.
Yeah, I don't know why I went back to that, because we were on a good roll talking about vacations and moving.
Oh, y'all were on a good roll talking about vacations and moving.
Yeah,
I know when y'all were talking, and I could see you guys and I could hear you, but I couldn't talk. And it was like, is this what it's like to be dead? You know, you see everybody around you talking, and
they're not hearing you, or see you.
Yeah, I felt
that's
like
an excellent point.
I've been watching these videos on YouTube from Darren Brown, the mentalist. Have you heard of this guy?
No.
He's like a magician type thing, right?
Yeah, he's a magician, but he does all of his magic is like mental
stuff,
and so he quit doing like illusions. He started doing like pranks, and putting people in these situations. And he did one where he made the person think that they were dead.
That's awesome.
And he just got people to
they were all in on it.
They were all in on it, and they would just ignore him. And you could see he hypnotized them, made like a face cast or whatever, and put it on this mannequin. And they faked a car accident and hypnotized them, put him outside and hypnotized him where he couldn't move. And then he's he snaps out of it and wakes up and sees this dead body that looks like him, and everybody's ignoring him and talking about the crash and talking about him passed away or whatever. It's actually really sadistic in my opinion.
It is, but
they had to. I mean, it's fascinating.
Yeah, the human psychology of it, you know.
Yeah, he's going through just the whole you're talking about. Am I dead? What's going on? Does anyone hear me? Does anyone, And so when it was over, he had to go get psychiatric help.
I saw a similar video on Instagram, and it was a family, and they took the youngest sibling, which was 12, and the oldest sibling performed a magic trick on her to make her disappear. And it's the same exact thing, right? So everyone pretended like they couldn't see her, and then she broke down and started crying, and
that's horrible.
Yeah,
12 is too young to do that.
It was funny at first, and then when she broke down, fell down on her knees and hands in her face, and that's
too young. That's too young to do that.
Yeah, we'll mess with the adults' minds.
Adults have seen it all, and there's movies that kind of have. I think movies and fantasy storytelling stuff really prepare you for a lot, But if you're young and you've never experienced that,
Do, do,
I would hate
do
to.
you remember watching David Copperfield
Yes.
growing up? That was my
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't know, every like once a year or something, he would have a special like on ABC, and they were
Yeah.
the best. He made the Statue of Liberty disappear. Do you
I
remember that?
remember
I
that.
remember that. I watched that.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
watched that. Yeah.
So I think that was
I'm a
a
big
big
fan of
one.
that stuff.
Yeah, I was a huge fan of David Copperfield.
Did you ever try to do magic?
I did.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
both did.
Yes, yeah.
What did you do?
But it wasn't
What did you try to do?
like I didn't like say, okay, I'm going to learn to be a magician. Little tricks I learned,
I just
Like,
thought
how
if I
far
had
did
a
you take it?
wand and a hat or something, it would work. But nothing would work. It wasn't like a top hat or anything. But I'm like, any hat
Yeah.
might work. But no, and magic
Actually,
never happened.
I had a magic kit
That's
at one point, and it
Yeah.
had like the little tube within a tube, so make it look like whatever in it disappeared, but it was actually in the other tube, and little illusions.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. But I never
So
was like, hey, I want to do this professionally.
I bought a variety of things. There's a magic shop in Memphis
Okay.
that we got some stuff. Me and my friend Alex, we bought like there's different types of card decks and
Mhm.
different like fake thumbs. I actually had like a black person's
Nice.
thumb, and I could like make handkerchiefs and stuff disappear.
Nice.
Learned a bunch of
Yeah.
card tricks.
The card tricks were
things.
my favorite.
Yeah.
There was a few card tricks I knew how to do, which I still don't understand how they work. It's just math. It's those kind of card
okay.
tricks, where it's
So-
like you can cut the deck so many times. You never shuffle it because it won't work, but you can cut it. Let them cut it however many times they want to cut it, and then it always works out every single time.
Yeah, that's cool stuff. I've lost almost every skill I had learned as a kid.
Yeah,
but,
I still like watching it though. Like, you don't see David Blaine
yeah.
anymore. He was popular for a while. David Blaine and his street
yeah.
magic. He was a little weird.
I follow Justin Willman on Instagram.
Okay.
And he's really good, and he's got like the Netflix specials. He's probably the most visible one I've seen lately.
Yeah, I think I don't recognize the name, but there's probably not that many magic specials on Netflix, but the one I have seen, that's probably him.
Did y'all have any magicians come to your school and do a performance?
Oh no, not at a Christian school. That was from the devil.
I had a magician come to our school, and he took one kid and he flipped them upside down, and coins just started falling out. And I thought that was the coolest thing
Nice.
ever. But and looking back on it, I'm like, he just picked up a kid and just like
That's weird. Yeah,
that's
weird.
How old were the kids?
Probably like
how old were we talking?
Probably 4th or 5th grade.
Like, what's going on? He couldn't do that at high school because he wouldn't be able to pick up the kids. So his tricks are limited to who he can perform them on.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah,
that's right. So. Start small.
Start small.
Like literally starting small.
Yeah. But yeah, I've never actually seen a magician live. That would be cool.
Wow, really?
Yeah, never. Even like the cheesy birthday ones.
You're giving Greg an idea for a show. He's like, I can bring my old magic tricks out.
I love the showmanship and the theatrics and presentation of any great performer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm primed for that sort of thing. I think working at this restaurant that I work at now and just hearing people talk about magic, it's everything that I loved about theater.
Yeah.
And just kind of creating the sense of wonder in the audience. And I try to do that with DJing.
Yeah.
With any performance. I love professional wrestling.
Same thing.
For that same reason. Yeah. Just the presentation and the show of it all.
Which is weird because that's why I like the street performers. Because they don't have that. But actually they do have it. It's just different, right? They don't have...
It's a different tool set.
Yeah, they don't have the smoke and the lights and the music. So they're on the street and then it's like, okay, where's the hidden mirrors? There's none,
I know some of
Yeah,
those
sleight
New
of
Orleans are
hand.
pretty elaborate. They paint themselves gold. They probably have rashes all over them from that. Then you have like, I don't know.
Never
There's,
seen any magicians in New Orleans. On
you
like on
know
the
what?
street,
Yeah.
I haven't seen magicians. No.
you see the guys as statues.
Yeah,
You know, they
they
paint
stand
themselves
as
silver
statues.
and gold, and they
Yeah.
just stand there.
Then you have the
Which,
people that play like all the instruments at once and perform.
yeah,
That's pretty cool. But
yeah.
I've never seen a magician.
No, I like
You
the
have
kids.
psychics.
I like the kids that play the drums on the buckets.
Oh yeah, they're good.
That's my favorite. I always give them money. Always. It's awesome. They're awesome.
I read a book by, his name is D'Artagnan, and he was a New Orleans street magician.
Slash
And he
Three
just talked about,
Musketeer.
and he just talked about his time on on Bourbon Street, learning different
Yeah.
magic things. I found that really interesting. I don't believe he's still in New Orleans, but
See, I was thinking about doing CrossFit. What do you guys think about that?
You hurt yourself. Don't
to say that's dangerous.
Yeah, don't do it.
So no, don't.
Mm-mm.
Okay, because I
got
just ran into this girl and she looked hot. I'm like, what are you doing? Like her
but
arms were
she's
like
hot
amazing.
because
I'm like, man, you're hot.
that's
What do you do? You know?
it's dangerous. You know, I mean, there's people that do it. They do it good because they're lifelong athletes, and they climb trees for their whole life, and they've always flipped 100-pound tires in their backyard.
They're farmers. That's what they are.
Yeah, they're all farmers. Yeah, notice all their tans. They're all very tan. But yeah,
I think CrossFit is probably better than doing absolutely nothing.
Yes, I agree with that.
I've every story I've heard just says they don't allow you for time for recovery, for your body to heal from what you're doing to it, and it's more about the pace, keeping up with people versus what your body, your unique situation needs.
And your form is important too, and that's how you hurt yourself. But absolutely do weights. Lift weights. I've done a lot of research, and even for women, because women are afraid of becoming bulky and big. They don't want to be muscular. Man, you know how long you got to work out to become muscular?
Yeah, I know.
Just do it. And then in 5 years from now, when you're like, okay, this is enough, then you just slow it down.
And when you get over 40, it's harder and harder to build muscle anyway.
Yeah, so. You'll never, I don't say never, but it's hard to get bulky. My brother is like, I don't want to work out. I don't want to be bulky. What do you think? You're just going to wake up and turn into the Hulk? Dude.
It happened to Spider-Man in the Tobey Maguire.
Yeah, he had to have a radioactive spider bite him.
Yeah, he just woke up and was just super ripped.
Yeah, that's why I don't go to the gym. I don't want to be bulky. Like, dude, what kind of
Which
ego
brother
do you
is that,
have?
Chris or Micah?
Micah. He's doing good, though. He lost a lot of weight. But
I'm still trying to lose 30 pounds.
I don't know where you need to lose it, man. You look good.
Just
around the middle.
Just the middle.
Yeah, the camera only catches the top part. So,
yeah. Since we're talking about it, I don't know if this company is still around. The websites are still up, but since we're talking about it, and the book was within reach of me sitting here, I have followed this book.
What is that?
For a while.
Thermodiet.
The Thermodiet. Is this mirrored? I hate it when.
No, I can read it.
I can see it.
It's good on our side.
Oh. Okay, so the Thermodiet is basically about eating healthy and getting your metabolism right.
Okay.
And there's a list of things that you should and shouldn't eat. It's just to help that part of
that's the most important part.
Loss. Yeah.
Everything I researched, I take no credit because I don't know crap. But everything I read is like diet is 70% of it, or maybe even 80% of it is the diet. And the exercise is only 30 or 20%, but it's combined. You need to always do the 70%, always do the 30%, or consistently.
I'm just doing Mediterranean diet right now.
What is that?
What is that?
Gyros?
No, it's basically just eating like they do in the Mediterranean areas. It's basically plant-based. I mean, there is protein.
Olives.
Yeah, there's a lot of olive oil
I
and
could do that. I
everything.
love olives.
But it's plant-based with protein, but it's not focused. Protein's not the center of your meal.
Okay. No. Protein is absolutely center of my meal.
Yeah, I know that's one thing that
Yeah.
I know if I did CrossFit, they would probably be pushing that, But
Yeah.
I'm doing 50% carbs, 30% protein, 20% fats.
that's what I
my
do.
split. So
So
I
how are
feel
you
good
getting your
about it.
protein? Because I have a hard time getting the protein amounts that I
Mhm.
need.
I'll tell you how.
What I do is I drink coffee in the morning and I put collagen in my coffee.
Mhm.
That's a big boost.
It has
In the
protein in the
morning.
collagen?
Protein, yeah. I get Umzu collagen from Amazon, and they have a nice chocolate flavor.
Okay.
That my other collagen, the multi collagen
Look
protein
how handy
that I
he
just
had
happen to
that.
have right there.
Look how handy.
I don't like
He
this
had the book
flavor.
there and the collagen.
I don't like this flavor as much, but
He's
if
working being
this has like
influencer.
How much
cup
protein is in that?
this 20 grams
Oh
Really?
wow,
of
that's
protein.
and how many calories?
20
50?
grams
And
per serving.
and collagen.
Yeah. Collagen is
I need
that's
collagen.
the
Look at that.
protein
I need.
cheat code. That's
That's why your skin is
the
so
cheat code.
tight. All that
Oh, and it helps your
collagen.
skin.
Yes.
Yeah, research collagen.
Collagen helps. Your skin is nothing. Yeah.
I've been drinking chocolate milk. I drink organic, low fat, 1% milk. And if you drink a glass of that, it's actually a perfect macro split of your carbs, proteins, and fats.
Y'all eat vegetables?
Absolutely. Yep.
Greg,
Mostly
no.
mostly broccoli. I like broccoli.
Yeah,
Okay,
on the
yeah. So
podcast.
yeah, I'm not a vegetable guy. Fruits, though, I like fruits. I love all
Where does
different types of fruits.
tomato land for you? Fruit or
Yeah,
vegetable?
that
A
Where does
tomato
a
is,
strawberry land for you? Fruit or vegetable?
I think, those are fruits. I believe
Are
those are
they?
fruits. I believe they are, but
nutritionally I
besides
count
that,
tomatoes
I
as
don't like
vegetables.
the taste of tomatoes. I don't like the taste
That's
and texture
always
of
your out.
tomatoes like that.
That's always Greg's out. I just don't like that.
I don't.
So you don't like tomatoes, Greg?
What are we talking about?
Do you
I'm
like
just messing- I'm
okay,
just
so
messing
Greg,
with
do
you.
I
you
don't like
eat
tomatoes.
do you eat spaghetti sauce?
Spaghetti sauce on spaghetti.
Mhm.
Well,
Marinara.
spaghetti and pasta in general is a high calorie food that I'm trying to avoid.
Yeah.
Well, you
But
can
I
use
don't
zoodles, you can do zucchini noodles.
That's
see.
not.
Now we're
That's
talking
not
about
horrible.
factory man-made.
No.
Like now we're talking about like what
No.
is
Make them by
no,
hand.
dude.
what are
You make it by
zoodles?
hand.
You like
You take
spiralized
zucchini.
zucchini.
Mm-hmm.
Zucchini. Okay, that's another vegetable.
Yeah. It's not.
Pasta is already
Look,
man-made.
you got to go
But
into
then
it. It's
you
not
got
the
to make it
same.
more fake.
It's not the same
It's not
as
the same.
pasta, but you're gonna get the
It's not the
flavor.
same.
You could do a lasagna with it too, where you slice it instead of do the spiralizer.
Now look, I love
Yeah.
lasagna and I love
Mm-hmm.
the sauce. I love marinara sauce.
Okay.
In fact, when I've had pizza, I like to get a little cup of marinara. But
a little extra sauce.
It's so against my goals right now. It's like
Yeah.
it's a real cheap, decadent.
Yeah.
I just give up.
How
trying
about
to be
cauliflower
healthy.
pizza?
I just
You tried that?
Oh, that's my
No.
jam.
It's not for me. Are y'all salad eaters?
No,
Yeah. I'll eat salad.
can't. I like salad, but I can't. I physically cannot eat it.
But I like that.
It's like a bowl. It's like eating a bowl of leaves, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's all about the
That's
dressing
what-
that you put on it.
That's what. So why
Yeah,
not
you have a
just
2,000
take
calories.
Why not just take a
salad.
bottle of dressing and just
Right.
drink it?
No,
Put some
you just
croutons in the
take a little
dressing and
bit
you're
for
good.
flavoring.
Mm-hmm.
And then
You know
put
what?
some
What
beans
salads
on
I
it.
used to like? Let me tell you this: the best salad. This was back in the day when Pizza Hut. You would go sit down in Pizza Hut, and they had all you can eat, the pizza bar, and then they had a salad bar. They had the little ham cubes and the boiled eggs and the bacon. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Did you just put the bacon, the eggs, and the ham
bacon,
in it?
eggs, ham, and just a bunch of ranch.
And no lettuce.
And then you dip your pizza in it when you get back to the table. Yeah.
It's like it's a thing of the past.
It's a thing of the past. We've lost it.
I don't think I've ever had the Pizza Hut buffet.
Is it because of COVID or was it forced?
No, I think it just died out.
Phased out.
It phased out. I remember I worked in a small town when I was in Louisiana, and they had one, and it was like one of the last ones that actually still did it. And you can go sit down, and I think they just
you don't even sit down at Pizza Hut.
No, there's nowhere to sit anymore. It's just, but and then you could have beer too back then. I was too young for the beer, but I'm sure I would have appreciated it. A pizza place that has beer.
Oh, now speaking of healthy, non-healthy, I am not a beer drinker. And this is not moral or anything. I just don't like the taste of beer.
I love the taste of beer, but I don't drink it. I love beer.
I'm trying not to drink it.
And that's actually my cue to go.
All right, guys.
So
and Greg's got a show.
Yeah, Greg's got a show. Good luck, Greg. Let us know how it goes.
Hearing from Louisiana for you.
Yep. Good game.
Thank you. Good game, everybody. Hey, this is Greg from the Introverse podcast. You can follow us on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to podcasts. We're also on Introverse Pod on social media. Thank you so much for listening.
What he said.
Yep. Nailed it.
Boom.